Alright, so now that you know how to use the color sensor, we're going to do a challenge that uses it. So this challenge will be kind of like a stoplight sort of thing. So when the color sensor sees green, it'll start moving forward. Then when it sees red, it'll stop. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Like normal, we need to first do the motors and sensor setup. For my drive motors, I have the left in port 1 and the right motor in port 6. So I'll go ahead and get those set up. For me to have it go forward, I need to reverse the right motor. If you're using the Clawbot, it should be the same setup as this. Then for my color sensor, I have it in port 3. So I'll go ahead and get set up. Again, we're going to use color Q. So now we have our sensors all set up. So let's think about our code. So the first thing is we want this to keep going because we don't want it to happen just one time and end. So we're going to use another while true loop so that way it'll run forever. Next, what we need to do is we need to see if the color that we're seeing is green. If it is, then we need to have it move forward. So the code for that will look like this. So just like what we did last time, we have to look to see if it's in a certain range. The range that I found that works well for green, for me, was between 100 and 140. So just like last time, if it's greater than 100 and less than 140, we know the color that we're seeing is green. So we can go ahead and start the motors and run. Then what we'll need to do is we'll add an else if at the end of this, because if it's green, we don't need to check because we already know that it's green. Otherwise, we'll check to see if it's red. For red, since it's at the very bottom of the color scale, it starts out at 0 to 40 is what I found was a good range for it. So if the color is greater than 0 and less than 40, we need to have the motor stop. So now this should go through, and if it sees a green color, the motors will run. And they'll keep running until we see a red, and then it'll stop. And it'll just kind of keep going over and over through our while loop, and so this will kind of be like a little stoplight sort of thing. Hope this challenge kind of makes sense to you guys.